Ordering rational numbers. We need to order the following numbers from lowest to highest. This is the same thing as saying least to greatest. The first thing we need to do is convert all the numbers to decimals. 40% as a decimal is 0.4. You take the percent and you divide by 100. 0.38 is already a decimal, so we're going to leave it alone. 1/4 as a decimal is 0.25. You take the numerator and divide it by the denominator. 68% is 0.68. You divide the percent by 100. 0.3 is already a decimal. We're going to leave it. 1/8 is the same thing as 0.125. You divide the top by the bottom. Now that we have all decimals, the first thing we need to do before we compare is have them all be to the same place value. So as you can see, we have 1 digit after the decimal, 2 digits, and so on. We have 3 digits after the decimal here. So what we need to do is add zeros to all of our decimals to make them all have 3 digits. So we're going to put a 0 here and another one so that there's 3. 1 0, 1 0, 1 0, and 2 zeros. The first thing to look at when you are comparing numbers is the whole number. The whole number is the number in front of the decimal. So as you can see here, all of our whole numbers are 0, meaning we cannot use these to compare which one is greater or which one is least. Since we were unable to compare with the whole numbers, now you move to the first digit after the decimal, or the tens place. As you can see here, we have different digits after the decimal in the tens place, so we can use these to compare. We have a 4, a 3, a 2, a 6, a 3, and a 1. Since we need to put the order of least to greatest, we're going to use the 1, since 1 is smaller than all of these other digits. Since we were asked to order the following numbers, so these numbers that we were originally given, when we go to put our answer, we need to go back to the original number. So 0.125 is the smallest, but we are going to put 1/8 as our lowest number. Looking at our remaining decimals, we now need to find the lowest number. We've already used this one. So we have a 3, a 6, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Our 2 is going to be our next smallest number. Since we know that 0.25 is our next smallest number, we need to go back to the original form of that number and put it in order. So here we are. Going back to our remaining decimals, we have a 3, a 6, a 3, and a 4. The next smallest number is 3. The only thing is we had 2 numbers with 3 as our next value. So what we need to do is we need to look at the hundredths place. We have a 0 and we have an 8. We're looking for the least, so 0 is smaller than 8. So our next number in order is going to be 0.3. So here's our answer so far. Next, we will use 0.38. Going back to the remaining numbers, we only have 2 left. We have a 0.4 and a 0.68. Looking for the smallest, 0.4 is going to be our next number in order. That means we need to put 40% in our answer next. So here's our answer so far. The only number we have left is 68%, which means this is our greatest number. We now have our final answer of everything in order from least to greatest. Since 1/8 is less than 1/4, we can use our less than symbol to help us put them in order. 1/4 is less than 0.3. 0.3 is less than 0.38. 0.38 is less than 40%. 40% is less than 68%. So our final answer is this.